And now, Freelance Heroism presents Dragon Heist.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donates to the Patreon, in particular those at the producer tier.
Yes.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. So we want to say thank you to Chris Deeds, Chris Sones, Christopher Hildebrand, Rebecca, Breakmeister, Nate, Vox of Astora, and Orient_Tiger. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you. You help us make a better show for everyone. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So Rachel. Resident Evil 8. You've been playing it, yeah?
8 Village, yes.
8 Village.
8 Village. Eat Village. Yeah, so it came out, as of us recording this, it came out yesterday.
Right.
I usually don't pre-order games, so I just got it day of. And it's really fun. It has, it feels very much like Resident Evil 4, which I would be biased and say I think that is like one of the best Resident Evil games, but it's also the only Resident Evil game that I have ever experienced.
I'm not a Resident Evil guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I don't appreciate that they exist. It's just that I played the first one, I played the second one, and in those games, the controls were so bad.
Oh.
That you just, I mean, like, literally turn left, turn right. There used to be a system where you'd have to press left, and instead of strafing that direction, you would slowly rotate your body in that direction.
Oh.
And then you'd have to press forward.
Those also had the fixed camera, didn't they?
They're terrible.
Okay.
I hated them. And I just, for whatever reason, my brain doesn't work that way. Like, if I want left, I want left. And then the other one, I need the 2 thumbsticks. And it's not like it was new at the time. Every other game had it. But they just wanted to be funny and, you know.
There is definitely a very weird sense of humor with the Resident Evil games that I've seen. During 4, there was a part where you're like being confronted by one of the villains. And he's like talking to you on your radio. And he's like, I'm going to send my right hand after you. And then you, the hero, goes, your right hand comes off?
Yeah.
It's so dumb. But there's just like this weird humor with it, and I kind of appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad that you appreciate it, because that joke, it needs as much appreciation as it can find. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, I think that people that like those games, then more power to you. You know, I'm not going to tell anyone what to like and what not to. But it's just, I don't know. Something about them, I just can't get into them. It's like, are they zombies? They're not zombies. It's like an infection. Okay, and was it? It was in 7. It was in 7, I think, with the one where you shoot them and then they explode into like tubes that like vines come out of them or whatever.
I never played. Well, I only played a little bit of the demo of 7, and then I got scared and I turned it off. But in 4, there are like certain infected where after you do a headshot on them, like these weird little, I think it's like a little snake thing or something like pops out.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm glad it exists for people who like it. Mm-hmm. That's as far as I'll go.
Okay.
That sound nice? Do I sound pleasant when I say it like that?
No.
Okay. Well, that's what you're going to be able to get from me, I think.
Okay.
I'm really happy that people have that game. I don't know how to fake pleasant. I'm trying. The other day you said that about me. You were like, you sound sarcastic, like when we were streaming.
That was mostly just me antagonizing you.
I listened to it later, though, and I do sound a little sarcastic. And I'm like, I can't turn it off. I don't know how to make it. Sometimes maybe that's a curse that I've been born with, right? Like, even in his happiest moments, people will think he's upset.
Oh, you're like a modern day Cassandra.
Cassandra.
I think her name was Cassandra. It was a Greek myth where she was cursed by the gods she could speak in prophecy, but her curse was that no one ever believed her prophecies.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's me. Decius Cassandrius. I don't know. I'm so tired.
You tired? I'm tired too today.
I've been sleeping a lot and I shouldn't be.
Well, you have to sleep. Maybe your body is making up for all that sleep you've missed for the past
I don't think that's how it works.
20 years.
I don't think that's how it works. No, I mean, I stayed up like late this morning. And it wasn't for anything like productive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I stayed up late last night doing a bunch of artwork and doing all some other things, but then this morning I was like, I could go to bed now, or I could play some Hearthstone. And then I did that.
Uh-oh.
I just kept winning, and I was just like, I don't want to leave until I lose, and I just kept winning.
Uh-oh.
And then I was like, I did, and then I finally did lose, and I was like, well, I can't go out on a loss.
Oh no, that's what is that? It's like casino logic.
Oh, you're talking about like the gambler's fallacy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I think that I was just having fun.
Mm-hmm.
But then I went to sleep, and the lawn guys came by the house to do the lawn out front.
Mm-hmm.
And when they cut the front, it sounded like they were using like a jet engine to do it. Well, anyway. But I'm up now, so that's a positive.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how many. I can probably write out 2 or 3 days now before I have to go back to sleep again.
Oh, maybe you should just get normal sleep times.
Yeah, but what does that mean? Everyone's going to be upset that I don't have something done for them if I do normal sleep times.
Well, then they're just going to have to be upset.
That doesn't sound like a very good business model. Like if Pepsi came out and was like, they might just have to be upset in their commercial. I don't think people would be happy about that.
Maybe.
Oh, I do want to yell at people a little bit. If you haven't got your fucking vaccine, you're a sack of shit and you should get it. Right now. Go out and get it now. Don't be a fucking prick.
Yeah, everybody should go get vaccinated.
Seriously, man. There are people that are really getting hit hard in India right now. It's really, really bad. There's 4,000 dead a day, man. Get your fucking vaccine. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
I hate that we live in such a comfortable place that sometimes an otherworldly tragedy can just skim by almost unnoticed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just get your fucking vaccine. It's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
You go in, they stick you with a needle. It takes less than 10 minutes, and then you're out.
Yeah.
Especially now, because like nobody's in line.
Yeah, it's been really, at least like when I've heard from pretty much everyone who goes to get it, it's like so efficient that like both times that I got my first and my second dose, I brought a book with me because I was like, well, I might have to wait for a little bit, and I didn't have time to read before they did it.
Yeah, you walk in, you look at the friggin' chart or whatever. They even have you scheduled ahead of time. You can do it at a Walgreens. You can do it at a CVS.
Yeah.
You can go to your doctor, I think, and get one now.
Yeah.
It's too convenient to not do it, and it'll save people's lives. You know?
Yeah.
And also, I hate it's like, oh, there's a microchip in there. They're trying to track you. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You have a cell phone. You posted your objection via your cell phone. You jerk.
Right.
And also, I thought they were like, wasn't Trump the guy who made the vaccine? Wasn't that what their argument is, that it wasn't all the scientists who did it? It was Donald Trump. So they also believe that, and they believe that he got one, and they believe that it's microchipped by Bill Gates.
Yeah, there's a lot of doublethink happening with that crowd.
Conflicting stupids.
Mm.
Well, here's the truth. The vaccines are safe.
Yeah.
They've undergone rigorous testing. They're about to get the full approval. The only reason they were rushed up is because people were dying at an alarming rate. You can go get it. It's free. The government's giving it to you for free. And it means that you'll be able to go to things like concerts, and you'll be able to go out to the mall or whatever the fuck you like to do, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just good for everyone in society for you to do this. Don't be a prick. I know I'm probably talking to nobody. Our audience right now is probably all people that got vaccinated. I can't imagine there's any sexist shit in our group, right?
Yeah, I would think they would be gone at this point.
Yeah, but not just that, but I mean, just the people that we do our show for generally.
Yeah,
I would think they're more intelligent than the fucking people I'm talking about in particular. The wackos.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, maybe you play this real loud out of the window of your car on your way to work, and the other motherfucker hears it. So I don't know. Worth a shot in the dark, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Go get your fucking vaccine. All right. I love you guys. Sorry. I didn't mean to be so mean. Right on. What's the name of this episode?
This is Dragon Heist, episode 16, Dejected Detective.
Oh, it's that. Oh my God. This is not my favorite episode. This one is not my favorite episode.
Are you sure?
I am certain of all of them. This one, as soon as you said detective, I got excited, and then I was like, wait a minute, and then I got real mad. I will say it for sure. This one is my least favorite episode. Enjoy. You won't, but enjoy.
Okay.
Damn it.
After I do that, I'm gonna get a nice bottle of wine. I'm gonna get some of my extra tinkering tools and stuff like that, so I can take to Troll Skull, so I can start setting up a workshop there. Then I'm gonna get an Uber to take me back to Troll Skull.
All right.
Yeah. Retroactively, I probably would have gone ahead and started making arrangements to have some of my things moved from the Skewered Dragon from my office up to Troll Skull as well.
Some of his blackmail materials and.
Are you bringing the anchor as well?
To be determined.
His Lindsey Graham summoning doll.
To be determined.
It's just Herbie the elf from shit. What's that movie? Rudolph.
I was considering it until we met Elle, and now I don't know if I'm going to hold off on that.
All right.
Oh, can I also, since it is a new day, so I can do my second infusion, I want to do repeating shot on my crossbow.
All right.
Okay.
You guys all do gather back. The day goes by kind of eventless, unless there's anything else you guys want to do.
Yeah. How much would it cost to have a uniform, a doctor's coat made for Alicia from one of the shops?
Less than maybe a couple silver. I mean, not much.
Okay. I want it rushed.
Clothes isn't that expensive.
I want it done rushed.
All right. Her mom being a seamstress could probably knock it out quicker and do a lot better job.
Right. I'll pay them some gold to have her run to her mom and get one of those made. She's gonna wear that to the thing tonight.
All right.
And while she's there, she can tell her mom she's gonna be out a little later than normal.
All right.
How old was she again? I can't remember.
16, 17, I think.
Oh, okay. That's more normal than me saying an 8-year-old Scott. Okay.
Oh God.
It's still not 100% on the up and up, but it's better than I started thinking. I was like, this is weird.
That's the weird part of the whole game. That spot.
Yeah, say whatever you want. That's one of the things I like in when we play D&D and Freelance is that we always take in these people who have bad circumstances and make them better.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. It's like one of those silly things, like except for when Rachel with Brendan and the poop thumbs.
I didn't do that.
You did.
Lucian did that.
No, you made him clean up everything.
Lucian did that.
You blindfolded him.
Are you sure it was Lucian, not Victor?
She was
Victor
like,
Victor really didn't like Brendan at all.
This is like that spider thing. Remember where you said that we had never encountered spiders, and then tried to say we had, and then later on found the clip where we did. to clarify, you 100% had him clean the porta potties.
No,
Yes,
I
you
didn't.
did.
No, I didn't. Lucian had him clean the church outhouse.
I'm going to send you
And
a
that's
clip
how
and
it
timestamp
started.
later.
Okay, do that.
Okay. You're going to be like, shit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yes. And then you made him clean it with his nails.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Good times.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay. So, where the fuck were we?
We had gotten all of our affairs in order, and since we weren't going to do anything else, we were going to fast forward to our dinner.
Okay.
I think.
Great. It's always good to talk about this kind of stuff right before dinner.
Yes.
All right.
What are we having? Cannolis. Oh, God damn it. Okay, sorry.
I changed the whole menu tonight. All right, so you guys head over to Avi and Embrick's.
Knock.
Yeah, Embrick. There it is. Yeah, Embrick and Avi's. Takes a couple minutes. Hey, it's unlocked. Come on in.
Okay. I'm going to walk in.
You guys walk into a modest home. It's nothing major. I mean, it's decent for the area. You know, you guys walk in the hall. Amber's walking through. She's got trying to walk over to you guys, rushing. He's like, "Hey, welcome. Hey, let me take your coats."
I don't have a coat.
Oh.
You can take a shield.
No. No.
It's okay.
Let him take your shield. All right. You can't sit at the table with that.
I lean it against the wall in the room I'm in. That's what I do. Sorry, no offense to you. I love you guys. You guys seem very nice, but shield and spears stay with me. It's a business precaution.
No worries. That's fine. Come on in.
Just in case I have to stuff a cannoli. Keep my spears on hand.
You look so. Oh, you brought an extra guest. What's your name?
This is Alicia.
No, wait. I thought he asked her name, and D-Walks plays NPCs.
No, he was
you're gonna
asking
have
you
a
guys.
conversation with yourself.
No, he was asking you guys.
Oh, this is Alicia. She's a doctor.
Welcome. 2 doctors in the house. Amazing. Rayne, thank you for coming.
It's lovely to be here.
It's okay. I know you're a bit wishy-washy about coming, but I'm glad you made it.
Wait a minute. So I have to leave my shield at the door, but he gets to bring his prejudices right over to the dinner table?
Oh, this shit goes back to primordial days. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, it is Nate.
Boom, boom. It's that one was pretty good. That's a Genasi thing. You wouldn't understand.
Was that a slide about Jersey? You son of a bitch.
I do enjoy that flannel you're wearing.
Oh, so you guys, you are on my you are on my team.
They all come around to the dark side eventually.
The DM takes no sides, but takes all the kills. No, I motioned you guys into the the dining room and the table. He's like, please sit anywhere you want. Table seats 8. So wherever you guys are comfortable. Avi's in the back, finishing up. He'll get everything, and as we start bringing it out, just dig in.
Okay, I'm gonna bring them the basket with bread, salt, and wine. I'm gonna hand it to him and say, "I was told this was appropriate."
He takes the basket. You know what else is appropriate? He hugs you.
I knew that. I knew he was gonna do that.
Thank you.
I would disagree.
It's okay. I disagree about your shield, but you know what? I hugged you anyway.
That's true.
But I do want to check that shield out. That is a very nice shield. But after dinner, if I mess with it now, dude, Abby's gonna you gotta clean your hands. Whole mess. Oh. Can I? After? Okay, awesome.
Sure.
Basket.
Oh, here. I brought wine for you.
Yeah, you could sell that and buy a vehicle. Like an airship or a blimp or something.
Your great-grandchildren will be able to go to college.
It's just a bottle of wine, you guys.
A bottle of wine that costs more than most continents.
It's worth, 7-8 ponies? It's not that bad.
That's literally
he's like, this is the old Elven stuff.
This is 8 ponies worth. Oh my god. What a nice gift.
Adrian, you shouldn't have. This is. Do you want to open it now?
It's for you guys if you want to have it with dinner or, you know.
Let's open Kavir's bottle first.
Okay.
And then if it survives, we'll get to this one.
Okay.
I heard you had a crazy night.
I mean, we all went to like a party.
Yeah, but the cab drivers were talking about you driving around with some gentleman with a fancy hat.
It was one of the guys at the party, Captain Zord.
That's her thing. She likes dudes with hats.
Abby, take off your hat. And he's like, what? So it gets you guys around the table. They start bringing the food out and whatnot, and they begin to talk. So, like, hey, so, what actually brought you guys to Troll Skull? Not that we're complaining. We enjoy the company. We enjoy the new neighbors. You guys are lovely. Just curious.
We had performed some tasks for a local client, and in payment, he gave us the house.
Nice. Who ended up getting that at auction, by the way?
Volo.
Ah.
Got it, then lost it, then got it back, if I recall correctly.
For the low price of...
They nod and smile as they eat, and they continue, trying to keep the conversation up with you guys. And it's a pleasant meal. They keep it pleasant throughout the meal. Nothing crazy.
What are they saying?
There's a couple water jokes get made. A couple, every time Ember starts one, Abby shuts it down,
and I just laugh cordially.
It's so pissy.
Don't you need to hydrate? Have some more wine.
Blow it out your ass here.
Steve, if I do you, motherfucker.
Let me ask y'all a question. Y'all lived in this neighborhood for a while, I presume.
Yeah, we've been here a couple years.
Yeah, judging by the number of holes in the wall from your exploding forge. Listen, let me ask you something.
Abby just face bombs.
Let me ask you a question. How much do you know about Troll Skull? Who was the previous owner before Volo came across it?
It was Gozar the Gozarian.
That thing actually's been pretty vacant since we actually moved in a few years back. It hasn't had an owner. It's just kind of. We heard rumors about how lively it was years ago, but it's been kind of dead. But who would know? If you go down to the Tiger's Eye and you go talk to Vincent, Vincent's kind of like he fancies himself a local private eye.
Okay.
Abby's like, stop. He is a private eye. He doesn't fancy himself. He is. Ember's like, that's just a fancy term for being in everybody's business. If you want to know about something, just ask him. Like our friend Rayne, he asked, what do you know? We told him.
All right.
But no, Abby just kind of like motions off Ember. But no, Vincent knows everything about the area.
Okay.
If he doesn't know it, he can find out.
Vincent the Dick at the Tiger's Eye. Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Tubular.
Isn't this wine bodacious, by the way? This is wonderful.
It is.
It's not actually bodacious wine. It has to be from the
All right. Well, I'll be sure and stop by and talk to Vincent. Just have you heard any stories about anything bad happening there? Anyone got murdered or livelies?
They look at each other and they look back at you.
Mm-hmm.
So the ghost is real.
I didn't say anything about a ghost.
I'm stuffing my face with chicken.
Rumors is there was a ghost. It's haunted. You'd hear noises in it when you knew nobody was inside. Bottle break here or there. Furniture move. You'd hear creaks and things in there that just... And you knew nobody was inside moving it.
Well...
Did they say who's haunting it? Are there any rumors about that?
You ever smell any sulfur? Or...
The local kids used to try to break into it to dare each other to go into the haunted manor.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, they all run out looking pretty white-knuckled.
So they had a fight club.
Amber just looks at him.
Good luck. We're not going to hear anything about it. They don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah.
Amber just looks at him like, looks back at the other two. He's always like this, isn't he?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I can't play this too close to my chest. Yes, the rumors apparently are true. We have crossed paths with our fourth suite mate, as it were. So I suppose I will definitely stop by now and talk to Vincent and see what else he knows about this. Maybe we can get to the bottom of exactly who or what we're dealing with. In the meantime, he or she, it is neutral, I suppose would be the best way to put it right now. We're just trying to feel each other out, as it were.
All right. Abby's like, Amber, shut your mouth. We'll keep it quiet.
I appreciate that.
Of course, we're neighbors. We do that. Amber, promise.
So I'm really pounding this food right now. So what's going on with you guys? How's it been? Anything cool happen?
We just got a new order from Neverwinter. It seems that they're not having enough smiths in Neverwinter to be able to push out the swords that they're needing. So they actually are reaching out to Waterdeep and some of the other local cities to start actually pushing out swords. It seems that there's an issue up on the North Road, and they're prepping for something. Not sure why.
Would I know, given my political connection, what's going on?
Give me a investigation roll.
Yes.
Or an intelligence roll. Your choice. Okay.
The one with the bonus?
Okay. Well, hey, that's a natural 19, so that would be a 19.
All right. Through your connections, you have heard of the Cult of Dragon actually moving stolen goods along the North Road. And also I've heard rumors of possibly there was a black half dragon that's went through town, or at least rumored that have gone through Waterdeep recently. Which a black half dragon is not normal a sight to be seen, nor something that most people actually are used to seeing. I mean, it's just not normal.
Which half was it? The front or back?
Oh, completely the bottom half.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful. The dump truck scoop you up with his bottom
Right.
jaw.
Again, I mean, every now and then, people do expand on stories, but it is the two do not bode well for each other in the outlying lands outside of north of Neverwinter.
Okay.
So yeah, we got a major sword order going through, which isn't bad. I mean, there's a rush, but not really a rush. We can put out swords like no issue.
Okay.
Just means we turn most of our armor smithing that way as well, to make room for the orders.
Understood.
But I mean, the money's good. The money's there. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed coming through.
Yeah, I imagine it would be.
Better to be busy than not, I suppose.
It is. Yeah, but if you guys ever need to take a look at you guys' armor or weapons, feel free to come by. We have no issue.
I'm gonna take the shield.
That's right.
It's after dinner. Can I mess with it now? Abby's like, oh God, please, just fine. Amber looks over at you. Can I mess with it?
Yeah, you can mess with it.
All right. He begins looking at your shield and going over it, just oohing and awing over it, the craftsmanship of it.
It's pretty big.
It is. I've never seen someone this big.
Well, all the better to hide behind.
This isn't like a normal shield. You actually use. He's literally scientifically just going through it and the different sizes and the weights of it and whatnot, and checking, and you can see him following the press of the metal and where the bolts are sewn and whatnot.
That's really cool. Watch this. And I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna slam it on the ground and I'm like crunch my body behind it. If you do this, they have a really hard time hitting you.
Okay, so that's why you carry one this big. Yeah, we don't actually know. No one in Waterdeep carries anything even close to this.
It's really nice for on the battlefield when you used to have to help people to get over to them. It's sort of a lot of arrows and
Do you know who designed it?
We had kind of built it ourselves. Me and a bunch of the other men were getting together, and they knew that I needed something to protect myself when I was. See, I only fight when I have to, but normally on a battlefield, the medics are the first people they target.
Oh yeah, we've heard the horror stories of targeting clerics.
Yeah. Well, that's what I would do is I'd run up to the front lines, pull back injured people, perform surgery. I lean it on my back and I can face the person and do surgery like that and not have to worry about getting stuck with an arrow.
Would you be upset if I possibly poached the design?
I don't know, if you make sure to outfit people on the medical side of the battlefield, that'd be great. It's a little difficult to carry around for someone in combat, but it's perfect for doctors.
For defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing many people with horses or anything like that try to wield one of these, but
that'd be difficult on a horse, I'd imagine.
Mm-hmm. But I can definitely see uses for something this size. He begins kind of sketching, on paper and pen about it. So as Embrick's now entwined in the shield, pretty much, and his full focus is there. The rest of you guys.
I just want to say real quick, I know I joked earlier about the wine being worth 8 ponies. The cost of a pony in 5e is like 30 gold, which would mean this wine is worth 240 gold, which is actually quite a lot.
It's called multi-pony.
Adrian's...
When you open it, it plays the genuine song Pony. Don't frown it.
Abby also does blacksmithing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because Adri does a little bit of blacksmithing. She is proficient in smith tools, and she does have her internship with Nick and Knack, which she hasn't shown up to in a couple of days.
Yeah.
They probably don't have that anymore.
I'm still.
She has all the Smiths album.
But she'll just talk about like smithing stuff with Abby.
All right. At one point in the smithing conversation, Abby looks over. So how long have you and Kavir been together?
What?
Well, when I came over the other morning, I mean, it was you two there, and Rayne was upstairs.
Yeah, that's normally how we do it. We don't like people watching.
No,
Amber's like,
it was
scandalous.
Like...
Goes back to the shield.
Yeah, I put the shield in front of the window, right?
Yeah. No, that's not.
I'm having such a good time laughing about this.
Look, I was.
Alicia's like just mortified, like.
No, I was. It was like, I don't know. It was like 4 a.m. I was really drunk. I just needed a place to stay. So
Abby's like
somewhere quiet,
We've all been there.
That is true.
Actually, we're not. She's more into pirates.
What? No.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I heard about it too.
Y'all just hear about everything.
Well, yeah, we like to talk, but we do promise you guys will keep your ghost thing quiet.
I appreciate that. Wow.
Plus, I mean, we don't actually have many people over anymore in the neighborhood. People just aren't that lively. Vincent doesn't like ever leaving unless she's being paid to. Who else is out there? Rochelle just. I mean, she runs her bookstore, but she's okay. But she keeps to herself a lot.
Rochelle is the. She's basically like the alder person for this ward, correct? She's the one that I talked to.
No, Rochelle is the dragonborn that runs the bookstore.
Okay. I'm thinking of
Rochelle from the bookstore? What? Okay, sorry.
I might be pronouncing the name wrong, but it's Rishaal. So
works for me.
And then there's Tally over the bit nail, but Tally's, I don't know. He doesn't think metal is metal, and we're not too fond of carpentry.
What an interesting distinction.
It's up to you guys what you want to do from here.
Well, I think
gonna
it's
perform surgery on one of the chickens. I want to show Alicia. I'm gonna be like, look. While they're fucking with the shield, I'm gonna be like, okay, look. So you want to peel the skin back. So you want to sever here. I'm gonna like make a quick line with the dinner knife, and I'm like, then what we use is spreaders. You know what spreaders are? I'm gonna take 2 forks. I'm gonna like pull the ribs back. I'm like, there you go. Now, if you look right here, this is normally on a human, right? I'm gonna flip it over. Right here is where all the important stuff is, right? I mean, there's some other important stuff, but this stuff right here is very important. Where it would be, and I'm gonna grab like a baked potato or like a small red potato or something like, and put it here. I'm like, that's where the heart would be. Let me get some noodles. And we're like, this is all the intestine. Okay. The intestine's important. You got to be able to filtrate it. You got to lift it up with your hands. You want to pull it across, and you want to slowly, flatly run it across to make sure there's no tears, right? You might get some poop on your hands. That happens.
Abby's just like,
I'm going to stop it. I'm going to look around and be like, she's new. I'm training her.
by all means, bring education to the forefront.
This is like the world's worst game of backwards operation.
I'm gonna take out the potato and be like, okay, look, I'm gonna push it down with my thumb until it squishes flat. And I'm like, there are gonna be 4 little things that come out of here. I'm gonna take 2 little toothpicks. That's the top ventricles. These down here. That's 2 down there. You want to keep it moving. I'm gonna squish it on the side so it kind of puffs.
I'm gonna get more wine.
I'm gonna join you. And Rick's just like on the shield, like, fuck this. I'm just going to punch through the shield. And Alicia's like, and then, yeah, the other 3 are off on the popping the other wine bottle. Like, all right.
They're going to come back in. I'm going to be covered in sauce. I'm like, we're losing him!
Why don't you pour me about 2.5 ponies worth of that?
He does. Adrian, if you ever get too drunk and you don't feel like going back there, you can always come here.
Oh, thank you.
Hey. That's the 3rd person in a day. Freak.
I'm pretty sure Abby did not mean it like that.
What I'm going to ask Abby what time, if she knows what time the Tiger's Eye closes.
Vincent he's always there. He lives there.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't want to go to his house, you know.
Oh yeah, you should be the good if you get there before 8.
Okay.
It's
before 8 a.m.
It's a little after 7 right now, but you should be good if you get there before 8 p.m.
Oh.
I look at Colonel Sanders over here and his spatchcocked chicken that he's currently.
By the way, I hate cooking spatchcock anything. I tried to spatchcock a turkey one time, and it took like 1,000 years to cook it. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I just like saying the word spatchcock.
Yeah, me too. That was the best part of that Thanksgiving. Let me show you my spatchcock.
Have you ever spatchcocked before? Would you like to?
It was all my family. That's what's so creepy about this.
Oh. No, I think
spatchcocked family.
Family that spatchcocks together stays together, you know.
You guys have been in the weirdest mood all night.
Sorry.
Hi, we're 12 years old.
I'm 10.
Well, I think, like I said, while he's sewing up his patient over here, I think I'm going to thank our guests for the lovely evening, I guess, and then I'm going to take my leave, and I'm going to. Is the Tiger's Eye? Am I going to pass it on the way back to Troll Skull, or do I have to go in the opposite
at the
direction?
end of the road from where their house is.
Okay.
Yeah, you actually pass Troll Skull to get to their house, or to get to the Tiger's Eye.
Okay, that's fine.
It's kind of like in the middle between them and the Tiger's Eye.
Okay. Yeah, I'll walk down and see if I can make it there before closing time. I'd like to just see if I can talk to Vincent. I'd like to know more about L.
You make it that way. As he's walking that way, you're gonna continue working on the chicken?
No, I've moved on. Now we're talking about how to reassemble flesh. So I've gotten into the beef brisket.
All right.
And I'm like, now look, it's gonna flake, right? When it's old, it starts to flake. You gotta salt it, right? And that's gonna get the infection out. Then you want to douse it with about a third of a pony's worth of boiled wine.
So Abby comes over like this. Abby looks over at Adri. This is gonna be too good. He pulls the salt out and pulls the wine. I got you. He's
like, oh, I think I might have mentioned it before. If you ever need any medical attention, please.
You will be the first I call.
I'm very good at it, despite what the chicken now looks
Oh,
like.
no, don't worry. I won't hold the chicken against you.
I wouldn't. It's gross looking right now.
It was edible before.
Right. It's still edible. It just looks gross. I'm going to eat some of the chicken.
All
And
right.
normally we don't consume our patient. Just a warning.
Wait.
He looks at Alicia only if they're paid to.
Point of order. Normally don't? Does that imply that there are situations where you will?
I once performed surgery on 6 gingerbread in a row. We lost 3 of them.
All right, on the date, you're walking out of Vincent's house. Outside, you see this guy sitting there. Longer cloak, hat kind of peeled down, smoking a pipe. He's over. Rayne, touche.
Yeah.
Pretty big down in the docks.
Well.
That's my penis.
And now you're here.
Yes, and you are?
Vincent Trench.
Oh. You're the owner of the Tiger's Eye. Am I correct?
That is true.
Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance. Just so happened, well, it's quite a coincidence. I was just on my way to meet with you. Hopefully, I had a question for you.
He motions to the seat next to him as he relights his slim pipe.
I'll take said seat.
Your reputation precedes you. Well, John down in the docks, by the way.
Thank you. Well,
taking political position up here in the north?
Oh, no. I'm not going to horn in on anybody else's territory here. I am still a proud leader in the docks. But I now have my home up here, actually, Troll Skull Manor, just down the road. But I'm pretty sure, man, of your persuasion probably already knew that, didn't you?
I did. You got it from a man named Volo, who bought it from Austin.
That is correct. You have done your homework.
Oh, I'd like to know who moves in or moves around.
Well, good. I too like to know a little bit about my surroundings, and that's kind of why I was on my way to speak with you. I just had a dinner down the road with some folks, and it was brought to my attention that Troll Skull Manor has this reputation of being haunted. What do you know about that?
Fact it is. Poltergeist inside. Likes to move things, likes to shift things.
You said poltergeist. I tried to save it, but we lost the chicken. I'm sorry.
As a ghost of sorts, likes to move things, likes to throw things. Has been a fond of the last owner of the place, which is pretty much why it went up for sale again.
I see. So this has been going on for quite some time.
It has. Alan Alterman was the last person who bought it before Volo, and he tried to turn it into something, and this schemes of grandeur turning into a shop of sorts, and the ghost shut him down.
Any idea the identity of the ghost? How long it's been there, or what happened to
it wasn't
trap it?
People have died on site, but nothing. It's not any of the violent ones that died, because the way it behaves, the way it moves, it seems protective of the place, like it loves the place. Most of the deaths on site was back when it was a tavern. Somebody gets stabbed in a fight or something. Some miscreant, crossed the line when they shouldn't have. Nobody that died had kind of like a bond with it. that I've been able to trace. Now I'm giving you this for free because I was always paid for this information by the last owner of the place who had me look into the history of it. There was a servant that was really fond of it back way few owners back that died.
Any idea what said servant's name was?
Pulls out his notebook, starts scanning through. Leaf. L-I-E-F, Leaf.
Ghost Butler.
Elvin chap.
I just can't seem to get away from those damn elves, can I?
Oh, look, he's being racist again.
He closes his book and slips it back into his jacket. Yeah, now, the funny part is the ghost it didn't mess around with the owner before Alan Alterman, which was the last one, which it ran out. It seemed to actually help him. At least that's what the stories that were told was, the guy actually welcomed the ghost. They had a respect for each other in the house.
I see.
But again, that was the hearsay of the staff that Alan had. He tried to change the place from a manor, whatnot, into some kind of show place, some kind of risque.
A house of ill repute?
A slut farm.
A house of ill repute would actually fit pretty much what he was trying to put there. And
you said it's a house of ill repute. They only use money like Idris coins.
Old Leaf. It seems Old Leaf wasn't having nothing to do with it.
I see.
So,
well, I guess it's good to hear that Mr. Leaf has some morals.
He does.
Did Tricky run for Republican office? I'm just curious because you're like, oh, we don't like these immoral people, and you're very racist. I just feel like, and you're from the South, right? So, like, I just feel
I'm from the deep South end of the Sword Coast. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't have voted for you, I don't think.
Now.
You know what I feel about masks? It's tyranny. Wait, so you clip that however you feel needs to be clipped, but I'm gonna keep that shit rolling. You fucking Republican. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Perhaps you'd like to vote for Mitch McConnell.
Turtle-necked motherfucker.
Got a lot of extra neck skin, for neck skin things, like gliding.
All right. So I'm gonna take that information to heart, and what was Vincent's last name again?
French.
Trench, like trench coat.
Trench, like trench coat. French Canadian.
Always hire a professional. These motherfuckers.
I'm gonna name myself after my coat. That'll seem cool.
Someone's triggered. All right, Mr. Trench.
You called me a snowflake? Is that what you're calling me, you Republican piece of shit? Sorry, you definitely need to clip that part.
Well, Mr. Trench, I appreciate your candor. That information is quite useful to me. I appreciate it. Given your choice of profession, is this your main job or your side job?
This is what I do for a living.
So
investigations.
Okay. So the Tiger's Eye is the name of his detective agency?
Yes, sir.
I see. Okay. I thought he was like, by day he's a bartender, by night.
No,
dick. Okay.
I spend my time looking into things for people. Get paid pretty good for it too.
I see. Well,
Waterdeep is a city of splendor, but also city of secrets.
I wholeheartedly agree with that statement.
This is the most hard-boiled wannabe piece of shit. Sorry, David.
That's all good, man.
You know, sometimes the streets are too dark. You can't even see your own past.
Well, Mr. Trench, I may have to keep you on retainer. I believe your services might be quite useful to me, given our fair city's reputation.
I want Trench to make an appearance every game just because of how much it upsets Steve.
I just want the professionals to come by and shut his shit down. I just want them to, like, oh my god, what happened to fucking Tiger Dick's detective shack? And we're like, oh, it exploded. And then the dirt the house was built on teleported into the ocean where he was eaten by sharks. Mutant, weird sharks that have arms. They were punching him and eating them at the same time. Arm sharks. The episode could be called Paws and Jaws.
It's all good, especially since the Black Network ran this professionals out of town in the first episode, if I remember.
Boy.
Well, yes.
You know what? Can we come back here? Can I just... This guy's going to retire, and I'm bringing Conveer.
If it makes you feel better, the book legitimately describes this man as speaks concisely, dresses in a sharp suit, smokes a slim pipe.
What's his intelligence score? You just level with me. I'll pretend like I don't know.
All right, give me a second. I need to look.
Literally do everything not to interact with this piece of shit.
28.
Give me a second. I need to pull up his...
16 at best.
Need to look him up quick.
Look under coats, under the equipment. Look for trench.
Intelligence 13, wisdom 16.
Get the fuck out of here, you scrub. Sorry, David. I do out of Kavir. I love this character, but he's a detective, and we're competing for the same, fan base. So fuck that.
So with that score, he's not quite Columbo, but he's not also Frank Drebin from Police Squad. Okay, so he's somewhere in the middle. Well, Mr.
Columbo
Trench
is legit.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yes, agreed. He is.
One more thing. I was talking about a boat right outside of the bottom of the boat. You know how to get those things on the side? What are they called?
Barnacles?
Yeah. Okay. Well, because you know that word, it means you're guilty. So go to jail forever.
Bravo, sir. The fuck was I going to do? Oh yeah. Well, Mr. Trench, yes, like I said, I believe I may have to keep you on retainer because your services could be valuable to us here in the future. It's nice to know we have such an outstanding professional private eye here in the area.
He tips his hat, moves his pipe over, and just kind of like taps out the ashes. I'm glad you know a class when you see it. Very professional of you.
Yes. Well.
The inside of my head is playing circus music right now.
Oh
God, I'm gonna pay for this shit later.
Oh, it's good. Yep. But I'll say my pleasantries and I'll head back to Troll Skull.
All right. Back to the house.
Oh,
back to the dinner is it's beginning to wrap up and they're clearing off the table and slowly trying to save what's left of the patients.
Kabir's got like links of sausage all wrapped around him.
This is where the intestines would hang, right? And this is what they'll look like, little bulbs when they're filled with poop. You gotta milk that out like this.
This end would be attached to the butthole where the healing potions go.
Again, one could make the argument that the body is a series of tubes.
That's correct.
Not like the internet. What's the internet?
Nothing.
It's trucks.
Ember stops like, wait a minute. So you're saying it's more potent to shove the potion through the back door?
Oh.
Sometimes. Under certain circumstances, yes. The The rectum would be the applicable point. Think of it as pouring gasoline in the butthole of your horse.
They both look at each other. We've never done that to a horse.
I don't know what gasoline is. No, just that wasn't it.
But Amber and Abby, thank you guys for coming, and
Well, thank you for having us over.
of course we have to do this again.
Yes,
Let us know when you guys are free, especially Rayne. He has to come.
absolutely.
And don't let him wash out. You know he has to come.
Right.
That's a water joke. I've never seen anyone get burned with water.
Yeah.
No early. No. So now we just need to get an Earth Genasi together. We can do
Form
a song.
Captain Planet.
Right?
I want to hold up the potato. I got the heart.
Now the three of them confirm Earth, Wind, and Fire. Leave my ass out of it.
So, you guys head on back to the Troll Skull. Alicia bows and takes her leave. You guys head back home. It's getting later.
Well, that was fun.
I had a great time. Did you learn anything, Alicia?
I learned a whole lot.
Good.
It was
I don't know.
tubular.
What time did? I like this kid. I like this kid. I have respect for her tubes. Okay. Now listen. I don't know what these other schmucks are gonna tell you. You get to work early. What time is early to you?
Sun is up
What time does the sun get up around here, David?
just before 6.
You have to beat the sun to work every day. That'll be our rule.
All right. Beat the sun to work.
Yep.
I will strive.
You're gonna do it. Or
I'm
I'll send
gonna
a
do it.
ghost with you.
I'm going to do it.
Put the fear of ghost house.
I wish you guys a good night,
Good night.
Doc. And she kind of like waves at you.
Pay for a carriage to take her home.
All right. Carrie takes her home safe. You guys finish your quick little 2-3 house walk back to Troll Skull.
Well,
We get into the wall and it's playing tic-tac-toe with itself.
So Nate, you had a Troll Skull first.
I get there first?
Yeah, because
Okay.
you left trenches before they left over there.
Okay.
So you get back to Troll Skull first, and you find the place empty, as always.
As it should be.
Mm.
Okay. Are there any messages for us?
Nothing on the wall.
Okay, good. I will. I'll head back out and upstairs to my study.
All right. It's quiet. Nothing happens. Elle leaves you alone.
Okay. I'm going to make the conscientious decision not to inform Leaf that I know his name. I assume it's a him now.
Okay.
I'm intent on earning his trust.
All right. Sounds good. You do hear the two of them come in downstairs.
As soon as I walk in, I'm like, Elle, any news?
On the wall, none.
Awesome. Thank you for keeping an eye on the place.
Happy to.
I'll give him a few minutes downstairs, then I'll head back down.
All right. So, how you guys gonna wrap up the night?
I'm gonna lay on one of my tables.
All right. He's laying on one of his tables when Adrian, anything as you go in?
I guess not. I mean, I'm gonna go back home because I don't really have actual furniture here yet.
All right.
You can use the table.
Do we? I don't
If you
want
don't
to
mind
sleep.
sullying your good name again.
I don't want to sleep on a table.
We all sleep on a table in the end.
Well, I don't want to sleep on a table right now.
Okay.
Okay. Do we want to meet up tomorrow?
Yeah, it's at that point I kind of walk in when she says that and goes, yeah, as a matter of fact, we have an appointment tomorrow that we need to keep. I'm sorry I didn't bring it up at dinner, but someone was too busy surgically removing the spleen from his chicken.
We didn't have spleens today.
My point is that Sergeant Anders, I sent a communication to him. Our time is limited left with our prisoner. So I've told him that we would go ahead and meet him there at 11 o'clock in the morning.
Which is 6 o'clock by today's standard.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. I'll meet you guys at the prison.
If you want to show up at 6 o'clock and sit there for 5 hours, that is all on you. But yeah, no. So yeah, I'll let him know. I'm still going to keep.
Raven.
Yeah, no, I'm still going to keep the information about Leaf to myself, though. If we do have, I'm going to have a discussion with them about it tomorrow. I'm not going to do it in the house.
All right.
Look at this. He's trying to be friends with it, and he's already keeping secrets.
Well, yeah.
Friendship is all about lying.
All right.
Okay.
Friendship is not about pissing off the ghosts that could slit our throats as we sleep.
Or then chalk outline us.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist. If you would like to support us, please check out our Patreon. We're at patreon.com/freelance_heroism. We have different things there. Character journals, art, bloopers, stuff like that.
Our cast includes me as Dr. Kavir the Raven, Rachel as Adri the Highborn Artificer, Nate as Rayne Trichet, Dockside Officiant, and of course, D-Walk as Dr. Midnight, and everybody else in the game. Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism Plays Dragon Heist, and we don't invoice in this group. We'll be back next week with more episodes, so stay tuned. How you feeling today?
I feel better than I did yesterday. I don't have a headache anymore, but my armpit is still kind of sore.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Have you tried putting ice cubes under there?
I've not.
I don't know if that works. It just sounded
I
like something.
I don't think I'm gonna try that.
We should sprinkle paprika on it, then put 2 ice cubes under there, and then turn in a circle 4 times. Yep.
I'll consider it.
And that's how you cure the flu.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you've just been hiding this from people?
No, I tell everyone, and they always stop talking to me afterwards.
That makes more sense.
Yeah.